ChatGPT is the most powerful tool in history, but if you don't have its memory set up correctly, you're not going to get great results. In this video, I'm going to show you 4 easy things you can do to ensure the best results from responses from ChatGPT. And if you're new here, my name's Mark, and this is what I do all day, every day. I study AI, I use AI to solve interesting problems and make money online. So if that sounds interesting to you, thanks for hitting the subscribe button. All right, let's get into the video. So as I mentioned, ChatGPT is going to store memories in 4 different places. And the first of these places is within the existing chat. You know, if we scroll down here, you can see all these different chats. Every chat is going to have its own memory. So as I'm continuing to implement and discuss and get feedback from ChatGPT in the chat, that's the first place that it's going to create memories. And the more I use that same chat, the better it's going to get at remembering what I'm trying to discuss. So that's the first place. The second place, and this is really, really important, and most people don't realize this, is in your settings. So if you go over here to your profile, you click settings, and you go down to personalization, you're gonna see custom instructions. And within the custom instructions, you're basically telling ChatGPT how you want it to interact and work with you. And the first place here is gonna be your name. What do you do? In my case, I sell it. I'm creative. I love using AI to scale projects. I lead a team of creators. I'm a fractional CMO for several organizations, and I'm focused on leveraging artificial intelligence to solve interesting problems and skyrocket productivity. So again, this is something that you're going to want to take just a few minutes and insert and input this in. I put a reminder on my phones, and I would recommend you do that too, to continuously update this. Now, what traits should ChatGPT have? And this can be as long as you want, it can be as short as you want, but there's a couple things here that I think are important. The first is I want it to be concise and professional. I don't want long, drawn out results. I want it to cite sources from reputable sites. I want links, I want references. And then the additional thing here is I want it to constantly help me improve my ideas, and I want it to actively disagree with me if our ideas are bad. If you've used ChatGPT, which I'm sure you have, you realize that sometimes it just agrees with everything you say, and you'll say, hey, you're wrong here. It's like, oh, yes, you're right. Let me do this. Don't just agree with me. I want you to argue. I want you, maybe not argue, but I want you to challenge my ideas. And by the way, if you're looking for more ways to improve your prompts and get better results, you can do that over at aiupdate.ai and click on the prompt guide here. You're going to get tons and tons of prompts to make sure that you are getting the best results. And then here, I'm just putting in a bunch of different stuff about myself and my family. And then down here in the advanced section, you're going to want to check off all of these notes. I would also make sure you've checked off Canvas, which is new. And what's great about Canvas is in your chat, it's going to pop open another chat, which you can make adjustments in real time. Maybe if you like, put a comment below, and I'd be happy to record an entire video on Canvas, how to use it, how to get the most value out of it. Regardless, the second place to get your adjustments here is in your custom instructions. Now, the third place is here in your reference saved memories. And what you may not know is that every time you start a chat with ChatGPT, it's going to be storing memories. And I turned mine on just so I could show this to you. I normally keep it off. But what it's going to do is it's going to keep all these memories, and some of the memories are just not going to be correct. And as a result, it's going to give you bad responses. So for example, if I go down here, it says I'm a 41-year-old man with no allergies, which I guess technically is correct, but I'm 42 now. So you can just delete that if it's a bad memory. Wants to focus on driving story, narrative, and conversions from readers to buyers in their email marketing. Sure, that's a project that I worked on with a client. Wants to create personal stories based on the first, last, best, worst, and weirdest approach. This was a project I worked on. So again, it's kind of like keep information that is considering getting a second dog. I'm not considering getting a second dog. So it's just kind of interesting, the stuff that it might remember. Is interested in learning how to smoke meats. Oh, I love smoked meat. So anyway, regardless, I would recommend turning this off, and that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. You can turn it back on if you like at any time. You can manage the memories, you can adjust them. But again, in my case, I'm just going to turn them off because I find that it just tends to remember stuff I don't want it to remember. And in the fourth way that you can adjust your memories here is over here by creating a new project. So if you're working on a new project, whether it's a birthday party plan, or maybe it's an online business that you're building, or maybe an AI app project that you're working on, all things which, by the way, you can now do with zero code. Very excited about that. And I'm going to be getting into that too. So hit subscribe if that's interesting to you, or leave a comment below, feel free. So at any rate, when you create a new project here, I'm going to put this in as memories. You can create project. And you can add custom instructions here. It's also going to remember the conversations that you're having here. It's going to contextualize them all together. You can add files, so standard operating procedures, brand guides, business plans, images, all that stuff can be uploaded. Spreadsheets can be uploaded right here into the files, and then you can add your custom instructions, right? And again, if you need help writing custom instructions, go to aiupdate.ai, and there's a lot of resources there for you. So anyway, these are some easy, quick, simple ways that you can make sure that ChatGPT is remembering what you want it to remember. If you like this video, thanks for hitting the like, leave a comment below, and I will catch you in the next one. All right, see ya, peace.